Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Anna, and today we're doing some dark Victorian Christmas vibes. I want the eyes to look like green velvet, and pretty much how I like to decorate my Christmas tree. So that's what we're doing today, and creating this look using the Moonlight Magic palette from Profusion. I thought it'd be also fun to pull in a Halloween palette to show you some more functionality of the palette as well for Christmas even. So we're using this little beauty today and diving into these gorgeous velvety greens within this guy and creating something dark, spooky, and dramatic, yet a little bit Christmassy. Think Charles Dickens, think A Christmas Carol vibes. That's what we got going on here. That was my inspiration, and I decided to keep the lips kind of neutral. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this look and spend some time with me, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. And coming up will be some more green looks, of course, because I just love green eyeshadow. So coming up, there will be some more green looks because I love green makeup, especially something using the Peanuts collection from Profusion because it's so cute. And there's a beautiful green palette within there. I'll also be doing a soft wintry look and maybe a couple of looks for some holiday get-togethers. And yeah, gift guides. Gift guides are coming, as well as a year-end roundup. There's a lot happening on the channel this month. So yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead, keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. And without further ado, let's get into this green velvet Victorian makeup. Not only do I want to do a kind of Victorian, a little bit spooky Christmas look, I also want to show you some more capabilities of this palette in case you picked it up. Because it's a pretty palette. It was such a good one. And in here, you've got just this gorgeous matte forest green right here that, we need to do something with this. And this green shimmer right here above it. I feel like those two shades are meant to be for a Christmas look. So we're gonna do some kind of dark, spooky, dramatic Christmas vibes. Think Christmas Carol type of thing. Very Charles Dickens, very Victorian, very dark. Yeah, we're probably gonna use maybe this shade right here in the transition. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna start by priming my eyes as per usual. A little bit of Sigma eye base. I've already done my foundation today, which may have been a mistake. I don't know what the fallout situation is going to be. But I haven't done my concealer yet, so we should be okay. But for foundation, I have put on the Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild and some Milani cream bronzer in Hey Honey. So first thing I'm going to do is take a blending brush, and I'm going to take some of the shade called Peculiar up here at the top. A little bit of this through the transition. I'm using an Eco Tools little brush today. These are really nice brushes so far. So soft. This is just going to build up a little bit of structure through the socket here. And we take some of the matte white just below the brow bone. Just onto the brow bone here. Just so that's all nice and smooth, blended. Okay, now we take some eyeliner. I'm going to take the MAC Power Kohl in Feline. I'm going to come across this upper lash line. Into the tight line as well. I'm going to take a angled brush. We're going to just blend that out a little bit. And this doesn't have to be neat. just to create a little base depth here. I'm gonna take kind of a lay down brush here. This is from Real Techniques. And we're gonna go into the matte green, which is called Misery. And it is this one right here. We're gonna start to pat that onto the lid over top of that liner. So a shade like this is typically kind of my accent color for my Christmas tree. I have a black tree that I do with this kind of dark hunter green and gold. I like a spooky Victorian Christmas vibe, okay? Alright, I'm gonna clean that little brush off. I'm gonna grab a Precision Firm blender, nothing on it, and come around the edge. Soften that up a little bit. I keep most of that green on the lid and just a little bit above where it can diffuse out. I don't want it to get too far away from the lid there, so I'm gonna clean that up. And I think we'll take a little bit of Eerie, which is a bit of a different type of green right here, and kind of mix a little bit of that in just to keep this from going too blue looking. So I feel like we're getting a little teal. Don't want to go too teal, a little too bright. Let's take a little bit of that in there. And layer that on top towards the edge. Yeah, that's creating a nice balance. We'll keep this in a hunter green place, not a teal blue place. And as we get to around these edges, I am going to clean this brush off and go back to, we're going to use a little bit of a brown. I'm going to use a little bit of, what do you say, Cryptic right here at the top. Just nice kind of neutral in between brown. And I want to take that right around these edges to blend that all out. Or it's kind of as a transition, rather. Kind of tone everything down a little. I don't want this going into a bright place. Okay, I'm gonna go to that first brownie shade we used. Had a little bit of pink in it, a little bit of coolness. And a little bit of that. A little bit further up and out. And we use a bit of a deep brown, kind of mid-tone deepish brown here called Perish. We're gonna throw a little bit of that in there as well, just right here. I want that to be very shadowy right in that part. Alright, I'm going to touch up my green. My teal, or my deepest green here, Misery. Is that what that was called? Misery? Yeah. Keep that nice and like velvety looking. And let that diffuse into those shades. Keeps it from going into like a bright place and keeps it very muted. Almost, we're leaning into like a murky vibe. And we always say we don't want our eyeshadow to get murky. Today we want a little murkiness. On my angled brush, I'm going to take the matte black in this palette. I'm going to come right here at the lashes to begin. Bit of smoky liner. I'm going to diffuse that into this outer corner, like that. I'm going to take a little bit of that on that Precision Firm blender as well. And just buff a little right out here. Now I'm going to do just a little like sheer wash of this shimmery green in here called Wicked. This one. Take a little bit on my lay down brush. Just over top there. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, actually a lot prettier than I anticipated it to look. All right, I think that turned out actually really pretty, adding in that bit of sparkle. Hey, I was scared that that was gonna make things too bright or something, but actually, yeah, that gives it the Christmas kiss. It doesn't look like we have too much fallout either. Pretty cool. I'm gonna take just a little bit more of my black liner. Just reinforce that right here. Make sure my edges are nice and neat. And we're gonna make sure there's no fallout as well. Which, I mean, there's a little bit, but considering I think I did pretty good, I'm just gonna tidy that up just a little, not too much. Just gonna take my foundation brush here. And swoop along. And once we get our concealer on, this is gonna look really nice, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lower waterline before we get too far in here. Just in case I need to tidy up anything. Like I said, I've already put on my bronzer and foundations. I do need to touch up a little bit on the foundation front. I think concealer is gonna take care of that more so. Alright, so blush. I'm gonna go ahead and put my blush on before I do my concealer and kind of sandwich that in. We're gonna go with Milani Cheek Kiss and Merlot Moment. Just a little bit of the shade. And I want to take some of the Milani Cheek Kiss liquid blush in Rosalia. Words. This is such a beautiful color. And it actually has a little bit of warmth in it. Very pretty. Could just use it by itself, really. I don't know why I want to layer these. It's like a weird habit of wanting to layer these up when they are blushes on their own, too. I wore this one yesterday by itself and loved it. Just to run to get groceries. I was like, ooh, ooh, you're pretty. I'm gonna take an angled brush here and go on the lower lash line. I was letting my eyes quit watering for a second there. I don't know, something made them burn for a little split second. I think I had a bit of witch hazel on my finger. So I'm gonna take my little angled brush and a bit of the black shadow. Now that they've settled down, and we're just gonna come across and join that upper lash line, lower lash line to the upper. Take a small detail brush. Put nothing on it. Smooth this out. A little bit of the black shadow. For concealer, I'm going to use, we'll do a bit of Bear With Me from Milani. No, it's not Milani. Bear With Me from NYX. And clean up those edges a little. We're going to set this down with some powder. Let's see. Let's do a little e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. Just pat that all along. Get everything nice and set down. Got to kind of glowy, because why not? Jump over to Glowgasm from Charlotte Tilbury. Take a little bit of the bronzer from in here and warm up the skin a bit. And we take some of this Cheek Pop shade here, Blush Pop, Pop Blush, this, the cheeks as well. And do just a little bit of the champagne highlight. I'm going to touch my brows up and throw on some mascara, and we'll be back for the lips and final look. I'll see you in just a sec. Now comes the tricky part, what to pair on the lips with this. So brows, usual products listed and linked below. And for mascara, I use the Winky Lux First Swipe Primer and topped it with the Valentino mascara, also all linked below. Ooh, we got some good lashes going. So lips though, like, what goes with this? I feel like we need to just keep it very, very neutral and chill. Like that's the best way to go with this. I'm gonna line them with a little bit of lip liner. We're gonna use the liquid, the NYX Suede matte lip liner in Los Angeles. Just kind of a very neutral shade. A little bit on the cool side. Nothing too vampy. Alright, and I think we'll top this with the Wet n Wild Lip Oil in Cocoa Rose. Yeah. Low key. Something muted. Okay, here's a little close-up of the finished eyes. I think they came out really pretty. Very green, velvety, just the kind of color story that I was going for. This is how I like to decorate my tree. Pretty much. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you want to see some more dramatic, kind of a little bit more spooky Victorian Christmas looks? I have a little wintry, softer look planned and some holiday party looks planned as well, and a couple more green looks coming your way. So, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Merry Christmas. Bye now. Also, gift guides, those are coming as well.